Welcome back. Good morning to everybody. It's another rainy day. We're in the house. Pardon the echo, you may hear a slight echo. We've got the floors tore out and furniture's moved around, so basically the sound just bounces off of everything. Having my coffee, so you gotta bear with me a little bit. So what I wanted to talk about today is I have found, I've already known this gun existed, this type of firearm, but I have found a sub $300 handgun that does everything any of your wonder guns can do, with the exception of magazine capacity. Now we'll get to that in a second. It's reliable. Let's use Glock for example. Now this I'm not picking on Glock because I have Glocks. Y'all know that, but it's more reliable than your Glock, your Staccato, your Bull 2011s, your Prodigy 2011s, even my 1911. It's more reliable than your shotguns, your rifles. It's it's probably the most reliable handgun made to date, and it's sub $300. So that's the wonderful thing. Now it comes with its cons. Cons are its round capacity. The cons are they take practice to shoot. Now they're accurate. They're extremely accurate. In fact, I've got one that I carry for a snake gun when we're kayaking or fishing or even hunting. I'll carry it. For sub $300 for the one I'm going to show you. Now there's several variants. This one that I'm going to show you today, the actual design and the model. I should say the model of this particular firearm was discontinued in 2017. The gun had a 49-year run in production until they discontinued it. And the only reason they discontinued it was because it's a 5-shot. Okay. Now, don't off-click the video. I'll explain why 5-shot's okay. They discontinued the 5-shot version for a 6-shot, a newer, one more round version. And they rebranded the model on it. They had to, I guess. So anyway, without further ado, anybody can afford this. And it makes a great first handgun. It makes a great handgun for the experienced people like us, and for your wife, your daughter. Simplicity is better when it comes to self-defense handguns for those that don't have the desire or the ability to spend hours and thousands of rounds on the range. That seems to be the thing now on YouTube or webs, on the interwebs and just in everyday life. These guys want to sell you something. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to sell you the newest, greatest, best Wonder 9mm pistol. I'm not here to sell you the newest $3,000 2011, that they cut the balls off of, in my opinion, so they could stack more ammo in it of 9mm. When I say cut the balls off, 1911s were meant to be 45s or 38 Super. That's just my personal thing. Disagree with it if you'd like. But anyway, I'll digress on that. So I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to give you honest truth. And it come to me this morning. This video was just thrown up real quick because I wanted to get this information out, because there's people that may not take a second look at this type of firearm because of the round capacity. So anyway, all the guns are safety checked, empty. Of course, with this platform, it's kind of hard to have a loaded gun and not know it unless you're just a complete moron. But anyway, guys, the snubnose revolver. Enough said. I mean, I could end the video right now. Anybody with any common sense knows why this gun is the ticket to new gun owners, maybe females that, you know, were not saying incompetent, but I'm saying if you're worried about your wife. Mine personally, she carries a 380 LCP Max, but now it's a semi-auto. She has a weaker hand strength than I do as far as racking the gun. Those guns are easy to rack, but they malfunction. Any semi-auto can malfunction. The more moving parts, the more likely you are for malfunction. Not with this. So the gun's checked. It's a 5-round, 38 special, single double action revolver. It doesn't get any better. I mean, single action, now you've got an extra light trigger for, you know, if you want to put precise shots on things. And you can with these. I mean, within their reason, you know, in their design. Mine specifically, I'd feel fine at, you know, 15, 20 feet that I could clip a snake in the head with regular ammo, not even snake shot. Double action, so single action, real light, and double action. And the reason I like the double action on these guns is because let's say your wife has a semi-auto. Anyone, I don't care, you pick. I'm not jumping on any particular brand or manufacturer. But let's say it's been in her purse for 2 months and you ain't took it out and cleaned it and fired it and then re-cleaned it and put it back. Or even if you have, with all those parts, anything gets out of line or wears a little bit, the gun can fail. This gun is, if it fails, if it snaps, you know, if she's in a self-defense situation and it snaps, she ain't got to clear anything, drop a mag, check her magazine. All she's got to do is pull the trigger again. If that fails, pull it again. I mean, that's a hell of a lot faster than, you know, tapping, racking, and clearing a gun and all that she doesn't know how to do. And a lot of guys don't know how to do. I'd venture to say most guys now don't train in that. They don't go that in depth in their training. They want to shoot bullseye and brag. Look, you know how accurate my gun is. But how proficient are you at clearing malfunctions? That's the main thing. This takes that out of the equation. I mean, sure, it's 5 rounds, but you know, I could tell you, I could even tell you, you know, they're overselling round count a little bit here and now, and you know, in today's market, you don't need 15, 20 rounds of 9mm to protect yourself. That's just, you don't. If you feel like you need more rounds for this, get a speed loader, carry 5 more in your pocket. You open the damn cylinder, you know, you eject the shells with the ejector if they don't fall out. You take your speed loader, line the bullets up, you twist the knob, they're in there, close it, go back, you're good. So you can carry 10 rounds, but 5's what you need. I mean, I feel like 5 rounds will get you out of a situation. And you know, 5 rounds of 38 special is a hell of a lot better than 15 rounds of 9mm in the truck or at home or in the magazine when the first one jammed up the gun. Now your wife is helpless. You're helpless. Your daughter's helpless. We just had a school shooting over here at Tuskegee University last week or week before last. Somebody's kids are in that school. So I'm just saying, it's light. You can get them lighter, air weight. Now, this is not a sub $300 pistol. This is. They function exactly the same. They work exactly the same. It's kind of hard to beat it. I mean, you know, 2-inch barrel. I believe they call this a J-frame. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a revolver aficionado or whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely more reliable than any semi-automatic handgun on the market, period. Just by the design. You know, you can't argue that fact. I'm sure some of you are going to, but, well, you know, I've never had any trouble with my Glock. Well, I've seen Glocks have trouble. I've seen revolvers have trouble. I'm not going to tell you they don't, but I'm telling you, you back the hammer on an empty gun and you wiggle this cylinder. If that thing's locked up tight, that gun is going to go bang when you pull the trigger. You know, things to look for. Look, see this little faint line right here where the revolver turns, the dot goes up and pushes it. If you can't catch that with your nail or something, that line, then the gun's not hurt. This gun's fairly new, in new condition, you know. I mean, they discontinued it in 2017, but this lays on my wife's bedside. I wish she would carry it instead of the LCP Max. As far as caliber, 38 Special has been killing people and defending people for many, many, many decades. And whether the manufacturer tells you can or can't, a steel frame. Now, I wouldn't shoot plus P's in this aluminum frame pistol. This steel frame, I would. I'd carry plus P's in it if you're worried about power. You don't need it. You know, a good 38 Special Hydra Shock, 158 grain, it's going to do the job for you. And it just disappears in the pocket. You can buy a pocket holster, stick it down in a pocket or a purse or something, and it disappears. Me, I've got a pocket clip on the side of mine because I don't want it way down in my pocket, and I'm sure you can get one for the Taurus too. And this is a Smith & Wesson Airweight. So, but anyway, I hook it in the top of my pocket, pull my t-shirt over it, no holster required. It looks like, they see the clip, it looks like my pocket knife. So it's just something to give some thought to. I could read all this other horse crap, technical stuff here, you know, and bore you to death, but I ain't going to. You know, these guns come, if you're not comfortable with 38 Special, they come in 22 Magnum. Maybe not the Model 85, I'm not sure, but you can find a snub nose, and we're talking about the platform. You can find a snub nose revolver all the way from 22 LR to 44, 454 Casull, all that kind of stuff. 38 Special, 357 Magnum is the way to go. 38 Special more so in a carry gun. Now, you guys that want a little more thump for your money, you get the same gun in 357 Magnum. Now, you've changed the game. This gun is not hard to shoot in 38 Special. It does not want to jump out of your hand. Let's dispel those myths. That one and the other one. It's a belly gun. No, it's not. 15, 20 yards, this gun will save your life, just like your 9mm, you know, Glock 19 will. It's accurate. It's point of man, and a lot better, actually. 8-inch pie plate at 25 yards all day long with either of these revolvers. And I own several revolvers, different barrel lengths and all, but with that snub nose barrel, what I think they call the J frame, it's perfectly accurate for self-defense. I don't know what else to say except for try one out. Go to the range, rent it. I'm sure they have these little revolvers down there. Shoot it. 38 Special's not, you know, overly expensive. Do some research. You're watching me. Watch some of these guys do some gel tests on these things, man. They have penetration that you wouldn't believe, and they, you know, they have reliable ammunition that expand when they hit, and things like that you have to know about, that you want. And they're simple to clean and unload and load. You know, you just open the side, you know, open the cylinder, swing the cylinder out. And when you brush out your barrel, brush out your cylinders, that's a big thing, and oil them, clean them out. Put it, you know, you're good to go. So just wanted to give you a quick idea on a proven design. I know it's not the newest, greatest, best thing. You know, you can carry 20 rounds in your 9mm now, but you're carrying 20 rounds in a 9mm. I want you to think about that. If you really are serious about deep concealment and reliability, I think you have to. I don't think you can overlook the snub-nose revolver. If you do, then you're just not really. You're not really searching for reliability and deep concealment. You're searching for something else. I have 2 LCP Maxes that hold, you know, with the 12 plus 1, so you got 13 rounds of 380. But there's a huge controversy about 380 having enough power. I think it does, personally, with the right ammo. But I wouldn't have to worry about clothing barrier. It's getting cold here in Alabama. In fact, hunting season comes in, rifle season comes in next week. And I've got to get a rifle video out too. But I have no reservations about clothing barriers or even windshields or things with a 38 Special as I would with a 380. Now, you know, and there's a whole range of weight and ammo, you know, bullet projectile design and things for a 38 Special. Hard to beat it. You ain't gonna beat the reliability. And you know, the fact that you don't have to clear the gun and all that stuff, if it malfunctions, you just pull the trigger again. That says something when it comes to taking care of your loved ones or yourself. Single action, double action. If it snaps, pull the trigger again. It's that simple. So, God bless you. Thank you for coming and watching this little quick video. Well, I thought it was going to be quick. Hell, it's almost 18 minutes now. But let's put God back first. Let's get our priorities in line when it comes to that. None of this is possible without the good Lord. Carry your gun, protect yourself, protect your family. Stay safe out here. And like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that kind of stuff that you're supposed to do on YouTube. And remember, guys, I'm not in this for any kind of glory or money or anything. I don't make a dime doing this. I never will. I won't accept anything. Even if I had 20,000 subscribers, I wouldn't care. I want to give you honest, straightforward information. And when the mood hits or the idea hits, I turn on the iPhone. I ain't even gonna buy a camera. When it gets to where iPhone won't work, we're done. But anyway, thank you.